Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to jump right into what I want to talk about. I still want to talk to the grieving at heart, to the widows, to the widowers, to the divorcee, whatever loss you have, I want to talk to you today. But first of all, to the one that have lost a loved one through death. You know, it's a lot of things sometimes people come up to you and say when you lose a loved one because they don't know what to say. And sometimes the things they say is rather unwise. So one of the first things people love to tell you is heaven is a better place. They're in a better place now. That loved one don't want to hear that. And first of all, you don't know if they're in a better place or not. They don't want to hear that because they're missing the person right now. So that's kind of a foolish thing to tell them. Next thing, they have their wings now. Now I don't know about you, but let me just go ahead and tell you what I think. That is bad theology. You don't get turned into an angel once you die and go to heaven. Or they're guarding over us now. That's not true. God is the one looking out for us and whoever he assigns to do that. And some people say the foolishness of God needed another flower out of his garden. God don't need another flower out of his garden. And if he did, we're not flowers. God have everything he needs, and if not, he can create it. And last but not least, I know how you feel. You know, regardless of if we've lost a loved one, whether it be a mother or father, and that person lost a mother or father, we don't necessarily know how they feel. We can relate to some of their feelings, but we don't know how they feel. Our parents wasn't their parents. Our loved one wasn't their loved one. So stop saying that. When you don't know what to say, just be there to support and follow their lead. And to the grieving, here's my message to you. A lot of times people get caught up in life trying to honor the deceased wishes. And if it's wisdom that the deceased is leaving them, that's all fine and well. But my advice to you is to consider your life now and decide what's the absolute best for your life. They may have been speaking on circumstances while they were living, but you have to consider what's best for your life right now at this moment. And you have to remember, you have the right to make the best decision that fits your circumstances right now in this moment. Of course, if it's wisdom, like I said, do that. But if not, don't be in bondage to something you didn't agree to in the first place. This is important and an emotional question. While honoring the wishes of a loved one who has passed can feel like a sacred duty, trying to fulfill all of their wishes can place an unhealthy burden on you while you're grieving. The deceased may have made requests and had good intentions, but it no longer fits your current reality. So do what's best for you. Pray and seek God's wisdom, and whatever you do, do what's best for you. Don't let people coerce you into doing things that you didn't really believe in, that you would have never done if that person was living. Live for yourself and do what's best for you. Not for children, not for anybody else, but do what's best for your current situation, because that's the only true way you're going to move forward and heal. A parent may, think about this, a parent or a loved one may have wished to be buried in a specific place. What if the location is no longer available or accessible? Or what if it's no longer affordable? What are you going to do then? Are you going to be in bondage the whole time? Because if you are, then you're going to cause yourself undue stress. You don't need to carry the weight of proving your love by fulfilling every detail. Some things don't apply to the reality of today. Say, for instance, I heard of this loved one called into this particular financial show, and she asked a question and said, hey, we're redoing our will, and we've taken this one person out of our will because they no longer talk to us, haven't talked to us in many years. And the first thing the financial advisor advised them, say, well, there's your answer. You don't reward bad behavior. So now I just threw that in for free. Some of you who feel like you're in bondage and need to do a particular thing, that's just free advice. So their wishes may conflict with what's best for the ones that still live it. Sometimes honoring all their requests could cause you harm or cause the ones harm that they left behind, emotionally, financially, or relationally. Remember, grief requires wisdom to balance honoring the past while you're protecting the future. But the only true way to protect your future is by doing what's best for you. Not what anybody else thinks, but what's best for you. So seek God's wisdom while you move through your stages or channels of grief. Seek God's wisdom, and whatever you do, don't be in bondage to the past. Don't be in bondage of someone else's wishes. Does not mean you did not love that person, but you have to think about your life right now at this moment. Not what Susie think, not what Jane think, not what daughter think, not what your son think, or your mother, your father. Do what's best for you. Seek God's wisdom so that you can move forward, so that you can help someone else pay it forward or move forward. You can help someone else in life to move forward in their grief and in their grief recovery. So until the next time, if anything I said resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and even share it with someone who may need to hear it.